My reaction to the trade request. I can't say my real reaction on the show because you know what I'm saying. We try to keep it PG, but in all, I was upset. I was hurt. I was, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say I seen this coming because I don't lie to y'all. I didn't see a trade request coming, but I did see bad blood coming. So you know what I'm saying. I was hurt, man. I just feel like we could have avoided this. He deserved to get the money that he wanted, but I also see the other side as the business side of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a business. We're not gonna let one foolish franchise determine no market. So I ain't got too much to say about my reaction because
What's your
upset is
feedback
a
on it?
good
Just
word,
talk to
but
us about the situation.
huh?
Just talk to us about the situation. What's your thoughts on it?
Okay, so my thoughts on the situation. I mean, y'all done heard me come on here a million times and say pay Lamar. I feel like he was worth the money he was asking. He was worth the fully guaranteed deal. He's done so much. He was basically 100% of our offense. I mean, obviously I'm exaggerating, but it is what it is. Y'all see the difference when Lamar's in there and when Lamar's not in there. Our offense is never our offense is never the same. It's actually he what more than doubles our production or around that. He's what 41 and 15 or some ridiculous number as a starter with this Raven offense.
Hmm.
Um, he went 6-1 as a rookie when we were 4-5, and they made the switch, took us to the playoffs, unanimous MVP, never looked back. Man, it hurts. It hurts. The 5 years that I've had with Lamar in my organization to see it all dwindle over some money, it hurts. I knew it was coming. Those things were going on in my head when I seen the trade request.
All right,
Is
all
that
right,
Tomo
man.
playing that?
Nah, he not it.
Oh, okay, because I had a rebuttal for Tomo, but it's not Tomo. So.
All right, all right, Carl. All right, Devore, talk to us. So, what are your thoughts on the whole trade request?
Honestly, it was expected. There was allegedly there was a guy that was shopping around Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson, and the Baltimore Ravens completely shut it down, which we kind of already knew the trade request was coming, considering the fact they couldn't get the contract negotiation thing done. But again, it goes back to the Cleveland Browns and them offering Deshaun Watson that contract. The fully guaranteed contract was 233 million, 230 million, excuse me, 230 million guaranteed. So unfortunately, Lamar Jackson is the next guy up, and he feels like he's worth more than what Deshaun Watson is getting, considering the situation that's going on with Deshaun Watson. I get it, but at the end of the day, him getting a fully guaranteed contract like that with the durability issue, you only won one playoff game. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
but I gotta say you barely won that one playoff game. If if the Titans were so stuck on trying to run Derrick Henry when he just came off of an injury and gave the ball to Deontay Foreman, we would be talking about the Tennessee Titans advance instead of the Baltimore Ravens. I'm just
Hmm.
saying, but I get it. He's the most. He has like the best winning percentage for a quarterback that's under 30. So I get it. But at the end of the day, it matters in the playoffs for me.
Dave.
Well, y'all know how I feel about Lamar in playoffs. I don't 100% put that on Lamar. You can go look at the film. It's not Lamar's fault.
What?
Go look at drop counters and stuff like that. And them receivers got a lot to do with that too.
Okay. Can I have the light back again for the mic for
Go
one
ahead.
second again? So the playoff game the first time y'all played the Titans. Who
We
threw
had
them
nine
two pick,
drops.
Who threw them two picks?
Lamar threw picks, but we had 9 drops. The first pick was a drop by Mark Andrews.
What about the quarterback sneak?
That was a play calling issue.
He could have went forward. It could have got the first down, but he stopped
But
and then went to the left
again,
side.
the first pick, Mark Andrews had his hand on the ball, dropped it, interception.
Don't you think it was a little too high?
Still got to catch the ball. You want somebody I know called him the best tight end in the league. I disagree
Oh,
wholeheartedly, but somebody I know said that. And Mark Andrews has drop issues. You know what's
yeah.
crazy? That game, Hollywood Brown is the one that showed that he ain't had drop issues that game alone. He caught that one-handed pass before halftime, which was ridiculous.
Yeah. See, me on. You know how I feel about that game. You know, like when you're a quarterback like Lamar caliber, you got to overcome those mistakes. And he threw a pick six at a bad time of that game.
That's a
So
long game.
That's the Bill. That was the
That's the
Bills
Bills game.
game.
Oh,
That was
that's
the
on the
Bills
Bills
game.
game. Well, you know about that Bills game though. You know, because I know you talk about drops in that game too all the time.
I talk about more than drop. Oh, you want to talk about more than missed
But you
field
know, when you got
goals,
caught for a quarterback, you got to overcome those
bad
situations.
snaps.
You know, so. But Dave, talk to us.
So I think maybe there's a possibility that this is being overlooked a little bit. Well, not overlooked, but a little bit overhyped, kind of, sort of. Reason why I'm saying is because this request was on March 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
It is now March 27th. That was 25 days ago when he made that request. He didn't make the request just now. It was 25 days ago in the beginning of the month. Also, last week, they were in talks about a contract. Now, of course, they haven't agreed to a contract, but they're still talking about a contract. I will say this, though. This does, I mean, we can kind of sort of say that we saw this coming, though. Tomo called it and said that Lamar should ask for a trade request. And he pretty much did. He asked for a trade request, and because you're not paying the man. Now, I'll say this, though. When it comes to his playoff success and everything else, I mean, at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson is an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the players who got a contract who has nothing that he has. You got Kyler Murray, got a good contract. He hasn't won a playoff game yet. He has a contract before Lamar Jackson. So if Kyler Murray gets one, I believe he deserves one. Daniel Jones only has one playoff win.
Mm-hmm. I think
Is Daniel Jones better than Lamar Jackson? I think not. Russell Wilson just had a terrible year. Yes, I understand that he won a Super Bowl, but we all know that was because he was with the Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch. And he was the reason why they lost the Super Bowl against the Patriots, because he threw a pick in the end zone. Now, people put it on Pete Carroll, but as the quarterback, you got to be able to read that defense. You should make a better play. So, and Russell Wilson just got a contract. There are other quarterbacks that you got. Joe Burrow, who's coming out, who's about to get a contract. Justin Herbert's about to come up and get a contract. Right? I believe that Lamar Jackson should have been paid either his MVP year or the year after his MVP year.
Yeah.
He should have been.
I agree.
Ravens, this is really on you. This is on your organization. You have someone that's there, and you've seen what your team looks like without Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Carl, I know you said you believe in Snoop as a backup, but you already know for a fact that Snoop is not the answer at quarterback without Lamar Jackson being there. He's a good safety. He's a good safety quarterback. I get that, but at the end of the day, you know, without Lamar Jackson, it's pretty much not going to be able to do anything. So, Steve Bisciotti, you should have gotten this over with, my guy.
EDC. Steve is the owner.
Yeah.
Well,
EDC.
Look, EDC, Steve Bisciotti. Look, this should have been done. Y'all shouldn't have waited this long in order for this to happen. And I understand he's been injured. He's been injured, but like I mentioned his name already. Kyler Murray has been injured as well. He already has his contract, and we already know come October, November, he playing Call of Duty. So he don't even care about the rest of the season. So if these other quarterbacks can get a contract, Lamar Jackson should have been got his. He should have been gotten his contract. So if he gets traded, then he gets traded. But the Ravens messed this up.
No, okay. So my thing is this. So when it comes to the contract, it's more so about the guarantee money. That's what Lamar's looking at, because they offer him, they negotiate, they offer him a contract, but it's about the negotiation deal. Now, from what my knowledge, they haven't offered him more guarantee money than Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson. You know, so and Russell Wilson just came off an injury. You know, people forget he was hurt the year before he got that contract. Kyler Murray has been hurt in the second half of the season every year of his career, for real.
Facts.
You know, so that's that. But first, like when they hit him with the non-exclusive tag, I said that it was a good business move, but it was risky, because the reason why I thought that they took Lamar's kindness for weakness, because Lamar is a team player. He loved Coach Harbaugh. Coach Harbaugh loves him. He want to be with his teammates. He's a football player. So they assume if we hit Lamar with this non-exclusive tag, he's not gonna hold out. Lamar's gonna come out and play. But I don't think they expected Lamar to request a trade. And I think Lamar is playing it so good, because when he requested it and the Ravens never leaked it, nobody knew this, right? So Lamar never said that. He sat back and he let the Ravens throw all this crap in the media about his person trying to shop around and all this stuff. And now he's bringing it out now, basically exposing the Ravens. He's like, fans, This is what, don't believe what's been saying about me. I requested a trade on the 2nd, and it's the 27th. So he's basically exposing the Ravens. And so my thing is this: Lamar is going on 26 years old. All right. Only 3 QBs have a better winning percentage than him. I know you mentioned it, DeVoy, right? Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Roger Staubach. Only players in NBA in NFL history. Right? Him, Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers are the only current MVPs on the roster right now. And this dude, like I said, he's 26 years. He about to be 26. He should have got his extension when he got the MVP. This wouldn't even be an issue. If they would have given him this extension, we got the MVP, it won't be no guaranteed money he's talking about. It's not his fault. Once again, Deshaun Watson got that contract. It's the NFL's fault. So that's that. Now, John Harbaugh, I talked to my pops, right? Carl, you know my dad's he's a Ravens fan like you, right? And he loves Lamar. My dad loves Lamar. I talked to him earlier. He made a great point. He said John Harbaugh should have more say-so on the whole situation.
I agree.
He said what?
I agree.
This dude been for 15 years. Only had 2 losing seasons. We praise Mike Tomlin for not having a losing season. He only had 2 of them. Right? And he never really had Bill Roethlisberger until Lamar got there. I mean, he had Joe Flacco, but you know what I'm saying.
Got a ring. Right? Got a ring. Got one of these.
Got a ring. I was going to mention that. Got a ring. Or only 4 years without a top 10 defense. Only 7 without a top 3 defense. I mean, why doesn't he have some type of say-so? Why can't John Harbaugh go in the office and talk to Steve Bisciotti and Eric DeCosta and say, we need Lamar. What is he asking for? Pay him. Why can't he do that? All right, so
it's me.
That's a problem right there to me. That's a problem.
Also, I got to say this too. There was a lot of things saying that Lamar wanted a fully guaranteed contract. From what I've heard, he does not want a fully guaranteed contract. He just wants more guaranteed money than what Kyler Murray and those other quarterbacks are getting.
Now, Dave, Adam Schefter reported that he said that he heard somebody told him that, but he's not going to run with it. He said it's out there, but unless I hear from Lamar, I'm not going. He just want to clear it out. He said, "Let's hear from Lamar. I don't want to write in stone." But somebody came to him and said he would take a fully guaranteed contract.
Oh my bad. Can I also throw something out there? People talk about Lamar injuries like the Ravens don't have injury issues in general. And Ravens players haven't come out and said that the strength and conditioning coach is the reason why players are getting hurt. So it's not a Lamar issue. It's a Baltimore Ravens issue, and it can be fixed if they fire people within. So it's not, Lamar's we can't trust Lamar. No, you can't trust the staff. And y'all not talking about the staff. Y'all want to talk about Lamar, but Lamar been hurt. Marlo been going in and out of the lineup. Marcus Peters been hurt. Ronnie Stanley is always hurt. Rashad Bateman got hurt again. He was healthy in college, got hurt in training camp. Has been hurt every year. But it's not Lamar. It's the Ravens because of the organization within. Like I said, Matthew Judon came out and said something about it. Carl Davis, a former Ravens first or second round pick from Iowa, came out and said something about it. We had an outside linebacker that used to play for the Ravens come out and say something about it. Bro, it's not Lamar.
Can I chime real quick?
Yeah. I had a feeling about it, chime in. I can see your face.
I would to rewind this back to the general manager thing with Steve Bisciotti and Eric DeCosta and the former general manager Ozzie Newsome. Nobody had a problem with Ozzie Newsome running the team. So I'm not exactly sold on Harbaugh having more say because everything's been good until now. So there's definitely something going on with Lamar that's not being stated to the public. Maybe it be the no agent thing, maybe a problem. But I can't sit here and be like, nah, Harbaugh, you deserve more power when everything has been good until this point.
Well, then Mosley to get a contract and he has no agent?
Roquan Smith.
Roquan Smith has got a contract. He has no agent. So I don't think that's an issue.
No, here's the thing. This is different from the Ravens. Carl mentioned this. They never had a situation like this with a quarterback.
Offensive player in general.
They never had a franchise quarterback for real. I mean, Joe Flacco. I mean, he's not Lamar. He's
they paid him. What they pay him
after a Super Bowl. But you gotta think they didn't pay him until his last year of the contract, and he won a Super Bowl on his last year.
Made him the highest paid in the NFL, though. He set the market.
He got a Super Bowl. That's why
he set the market, though.
Yeah, because he got a ring. If Joe Flacco don't win that ring, he don't get that amount of money.
But Joe Flacco ain't Lamar though. Are we really comparing Joe Flacco
and
to
that's
Lamar?
the thing.
Lamar Jackson's an MVP quarterback. Like their whole team revolves around Lamar. Joe Flacco team revolves around that defense.
And not only that, oh my bad. Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead.
I was about to say Joe Flacco had weapons like Anquan Bolden, Torrey Smith.
Yeah.
We had Dennis Pitt at tight end. We had Ray Rice at running back.
Don't forget the other wide receiver that you had, Jacoby. Don't forget about him.
I'm not gonna let you have that.
Hey, still he was
caught that pass. He caught the Mile Miracle, the little touchdown, the Hail Mary throw, but he's not a threat at receiver more so than as a return guy.
I'm just saying he was a threat as a player.
And he's Dave. I can't agree with you on that. He's a return guy more so than a receiver.
Yeah, he's just like your boy. We got right now. Who's our return receiver? What's his name?
Who? Devin Duvernay.
Duvernay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Flacco had weapons. Lamar got Mark Andrews, and I mean, like I said, Mark Andrews got drop problems too. They know I be on Mark Andrews' head. So yeah, and plus again, we've never had an offensive guy this talented in our franchise history. Yeah, our franchise history is on like 25 years or so, but still, we've never had a guy that's good on offense. Defensively, we had guys obviously like Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, cool. It's different when you got a quarterback because that's like the highest paid position on the team. So to navigate through this for the first time is different. Ozzie never had to go through this.
That's right.
Now, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna roll out. Go ahead.
I got you. So I want to take this back to the receiver thing. This offense is not built to have $100 million receiver catching passes when Lamar's running the ball 22 times a game. That's not happening. So y'all gonna have to build that through the draft as long as Lamar's gonna be your quarterback. So everybody that leaves comments in the chat saying they need a receiver, I'm sorry. They're not going to invest in a receiver where he's not going to throw in the ball 100 balls a year.
But nobody's saying get $100 million receiving, but we saying better than what we have. We out here getting guys like Dez Bryant, Deshaun Jackson, well beyond their time. Like we can't get better.
But look, I get what the was saying because don't forget Hollywood Brown left because he felt like he couldn't flourish in that offense.
He also dropped 3 touchdowns against the Lions.
I get it, but he left because of that reason though. Like he actually walked away from that situation and said, I cannot maximize my wide receiver ability as a Raven. So
I can't maximize my wide receiver ability by dropping the football.
Yeah, so people see that, but Greg Roman is gone now, and they got a new offensive coordinator. They're supposed to be more of a not pass heavy, but
yeah,
I get so more in the pocket kind of. Yeah, look.
Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry. Get Hollywood out of here, bro. He dropped the first down against the Steelers with Snoop. He dropped the touchdown against the Steelers. He dropped 3 touchdowns against the Lions, but get Hollywood out of here. I just said good riddance. I was shocked. We got a first round for bro. Yeah. And then hold on. He got hurt in Arizona.
Yeah, he did. And he came out early too, though. He came out early. I give him props for that. But Carl, this story gonna be developing like crazy, so we're gonna get you back going every time we talk about it. All right. All right.
My bad. You want me to give some last words?
Oh no, I was gonna say I think if I hit you with the all right. Thanks for having me. Somebody.
Okay, cool. First of all, I just want to throw one more thing out there. Hey, look.
My bad. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Lamar requested to get paid, didn't he? Is he paid? No. So he can request to get traded all you want. You still a Raven until you get traded. So all y'all is over. It's over. You're at the bottom of the division. Until Lamar's gone, the fat lady ain't sing. So I got hope, and we fighting for my boy. But as always,
you better email Steve.
Huh?
And EDC. Send an email to the Ravens organization.
You said what?
Send an email to the organization.
No. I was joking when I was talking about that DM thing. I pretend never. But as always, appreciate y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all continue to have a great show today. And yeah.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.